Chat series. Good afternoon. I'm so excited to have our guest today representing Team AKA Lukas Drevinskas. Lukas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Just competed at the Pan American, Pan Ams, and yes.
Great. Okay. Well, we will talk about where you're at right now, but the picture I've got, I don't know, sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't, but the picture I've got shown everybody, you're at the Destin Open with your sunglasses and the skimboard Grands win. So, congratulations on your win. Tell everybody how the Destin Open went. It was last weekend, right? Or a couple weekends ago?
Last weekend, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Great.
And so the Destin Open, it was a very good turnout, very good competitors. The competition was very good. I love the environment, especially at that tournament. It was my hometown tournament, so I was glad to bring back a Grand Championships win. And yeah, you'll see some of your NASCAR competitors over there. The Destin Open's still growing and evolving. And yes, ma'am.
Great. So this is your hometown tournament. How many years have you been going? What year is this?
So this might be my fifth or fourth year at
All
this
right.
tournament. So
And you're in the
yes,
9 to 10 division, is that right? Or 10
10,
11?
11.
It should be 10 11 division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've been going to this tournament. I mean, since you were like 5 years old, which is a good portion of your life. Um, Tell me a little bit more about. You said good competition. What divisions did you do there? I know you've got your black uniform on, but we also got a picture of you in your white uniform. So you do a bunch of stuff.
Yes, ma'am. So I do all my CMX divisions, extreme, creative at the Destin Open, not like NASCAR.
Mhm.
There's no musical, so I did four CMX divisions, two traditional with my traditional bow and traditional kata forms, and my two grand championships. Yes.
Geez, that is a long day overall. Um, Tell me a little bit more about the how it ran, kind of like you got in, you got out. Did you get to hit up the beach, or because you live on the beach, it's not that big of a deal for you?
So when we on the first day when we went there, I didn't go to school, but it was a very smooth. They had the two seminars, the Gabriel Rudolph seminar and the Ryan George seminar. Very nice seminars, and then all the divisions started at the session. It was really like smooth, no disturbances whatsoever. I'd say yeah, yeah. It was a 2 day tournament and on Saturday when we got in. Some divisions started at 8:30, which were me personally. I'm not starting at 8:30, but right. And I started at 12, and the trad started at 12. I did my traditional divisions. I had like a 2 hour break in between my grand championships, and I competed in that, and I took home a skimboard.
Nice. Have you taken one of those skimboards home before? Have you won grands at the Destin Open before already?
No, ma'am. This is my first year taking home a grand championships at the Destin Open.
Wow, congratulations. It's a unique type trophy. Tell me a little bit more about what maybe your thoughts are on the skimboard. You like it? Where do you find space in your home? How's it being displayed?
So every single year at the Destin Open, I think it's usually a different design of the skimboard.
Mhm.
And this year, I think was my favorite design about the skimboard, and I really liked it. And I placed it like in my room. I think right next to my closet, so you could see it.
Well, what a year to win grands to have your favorite design be on the skimboard. So that's cool. Okay, tell me a bit more about you sort of when did you start martial arts? I know you're wearing your AKA shirt. Oh, actually, I thought of a question while you were talking. So, do you fight? Did what was Ryan George's seminar like? And tell me a bit more about why you took both of them.
So when I went to the Destin Open, Ryan George was my fighting coach. Sadly, I do not fight anymore because I have too much going on, too many
Mhm.
divisions, and I decided not to fight anymore. And I took both of the seminars, yes, and The Ryan George seminar was very good. Matter of fact, sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. I did not take the two seminars due to me coming a little late.
Okay.
Sorry,
Which one did you
but
do then?
I didn't get to do any of them. But I did them. I did the seminars on all. I did the seminars on um before, like at the last year Destin Open, the year before that. So this year,
Right.
I think it was the first time I didn't get to do the seminars.
Okay. I definitely understand that things start to bleed into each other, and you're like, was it last year or was it this 2 years ago? Okay. But otherwise, good things to say about how it ran. Tell me a little bit more what I was going to get to the topic on representing Team AKA, as well as how you got into martial arts in general.
So I started martial arts when I was 2.5.
Oh my
Yes, 2.5.
goodness. Some
Mm-hmm.
kids are like starting to walk at 2, I feel, or maybe not. I have no perception of, but anyway, that's so young.
Right. Thank you. And I started competing, I believe, when I was 8 years old. No, competing when I was 8 years old. Yes, at the Promac and
Yeah.
NASCA. Yes. So, um, yeah, I've had a bunch of. I've been on my like school team from 8 years old, I think, till like the end of the 2022 season, and I went to the AKA winter camp, and which I've met a bunch of new people. I've met a bunch of new coaches. I've met the Sensei Sharky, obviously, and at the Warrior Cup, I got to go to their team workout and got invited to the team on the start of the 2023 season.
Great. And so now that means you've been on the team for more than a year. We got a year and a half. How has that been?
I think the team is very nice, very good community of the team. Their camps are very good, like very hardworking. They push you to your limits, obviously, and yes.
That's awesome. And tell me how you so you're obviously your parents decided you wanted to do martial arts and then you just fell in love with it. Tell me sort of the origin story with that.
So my parents, I think, when I was like two,
Mhm.
I think they met with like the instructor of Resolute Martial Arts, Holly Ham, Miss Ham,
Mhm.
and they met with them at a restaurant, and I think they talked like about, like, I think Miss Ham introduced them to like her school of karate. So then that led into me joining Resolute Martial Arts and being here today.
Cool. Okay. No, I didn't realize that you were part of Holly Ham's school. Okay. All right. Cool. And so then you started in the Pro Mac, obviously, and into NASCA now. What was your favorite part? It doesn't have to be on the mat, it could be off the mat. What was your favorite part about this year's Destin Open?
This year's Destin Open. I loved it. Hmm. So I loved it when I finished my divisions. There would be like a bunch of space. Like the community was good. People would congratulate me, and then I would have like, like I have a bunch of people that I got to hang out with because it was my
Mhm.
hometown tournament, and I think it was very nice. And there were also like a bunch of mats open to where people could practice for their division, which was very convenient.
Ooh.
And
Wow, what a practical answer. And I mean, it is really nice when, those conference rooms or convention centers aren't like jam packed and you're fighting for like 2 squares on a mat to warm up. So you felt well prepared, and obviously it paid off for your grands wins. Did you do anything to celebrate after, since it was your first time winning at Destin Opens grands? Do you have a
um,
tradition, or did you get some
um,
treats?
I didn't think I had a tradition. I think I went home and then took a nap.
You rewarded yourself with some rest.
Yes, and then the next day I actually went back to school.
Okay, all right. And so you are at you're in Miami right now for Pan Am. I mean, clearly you live in Florida, but different sort of area. Tell me how that's going right now. How Friday and Saturday went.
So the Pan Ams have been a really good turnout, very good competitors. On Friday, my CMX divisions and my Tri Challenge in my trad challenge. It was a very good all good competitors, very good competition. I sadly did not win trad challenge, and for all 6 of my CMX divisions, I took 4, I believe. Yes, 4 out of the 6 divisions are for first place. And then on Sunday, today, no, Saturday, I started today at 9 a.m. and I took my traditional forms and my traditional weapons. I did not take due to chaining gear taking first place. And I just finished runoffs about an hour ago, and runoffs were really great. I think how they organized it was very nice, very smooth. Like they went from 12 and 13 boys, 12 and 13 girls, 14, 17 boys, 14, 17 girls, trad, CMX, CMX, which is very like organized. So all like the competitors had like a way to like get a rest and like prepare for their next runoffs or something like that.
Mhm.
And yes, I performed really well at the runoffs. I sadly did not get a win in the runoff, and I would not be at the night show for me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but congratulations on what is that? Did I count four, five first places?
Yes, ma'am.
Five first places, and it's now this year Pan Am's right in the middle of that tournament season, so you're just starting to collect all those important points that kind of help you situate yourself right on top of those standings. And then it's always fun to be in the night show, but you'll be able to watch your teammates. Do you have any teammates there on stage, or are you going to be kind of hanging out with your friends, or do you guys head home because you're Florida based?
So I will be at the night show. I'll be watching my teammates. Adamus, he will be at the night show for twice for traditional weapons and CMX forms, and I think I think there might be some other people, but I didn't get to finish watching runoffs because I
Come
went
up
back to my
here.
hotel. So.
Yeah. So we could do this interview so we could talk. So I appreciate you coming back up here. All right. Well, great. So you had a good performance. What's next on your list? And tell me a little bit, meaning what events or tournaments do you have maybe in the rest of the May month? Do you have anything on the agenda?
No, I don't think I have anything on the in May. I do have Battle of Atlanta mid June. Obviously, I'll be
Mhm.
going there. And yes, ma'am.
So now that you had a busy 2 weekends, right? Competing at the Destin Open and then competing at Pan Am's. From your performances at each of one of those, what were maybe a couple, one or two takeaways that you got from your performances there?
So, sorry, by takeaways, what do you mean by that?
Maybe lessons, like are there any tweaks you want to do with your forms, or you're going to go back to the school and consider new things?
So right now, from both tournaments, these were the tournaments. It's like a checkpoint of the year, right? So this is where I start working on new tricks, new like new combinations, like maybe adjust my form a lot. And these 2 tournaments, like they gave me the tweaks and lessons that I needed to do that from now to Battle of Atlanta. So this is like where the point where I like train hard before like mid before the tournament of mid season.
Okay, really cool. So you start the season off and then you kind of reevaluate, and you were able to do that at Destin Open and Pan Am's, and now you've got a good like month to just really get those ingrained. Is that sort of like the cool mentality? Okay, got it. Awesome. You're so wise for the how sorry, you're 10 or you 11?
I am 11. I'll be turning 12 in November. So.
Soon, and then you're going to sub to 12, 13 division. How are you feeling about that?
So I think I'll be feeling really good. I think I'm gonna be like, I think our division will be like the role model of the 12, 13 of 13 under boys, um, 13 under boys runoffs and overalls, all those divisions. I think will be like the role model our division, and I'll obviously be seeing some people from last year.
Mhm.
And some people will be staying in the 10-11 division too. So
Yeah.
some new competitors, some competitors will leave, but yes.
Great. Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted to say about the Destin Open for the post show?
For the post show,
Is there anything else you wanted to add about it that we didn't touch on? If not, that's okay too.
so at the Destin Open, I think it was really good. I think when the runoffs ended, when the I think runoffs were the last thing, and there were like a really good community, and there were still some underbell runoffs going on, and yes, my school, Resolute Martial Arts, took home 4 grand championships, which I'm really happy of. And I got to see some of my like teammates still compete in runoffs after, which is really convenient. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, congratulations to you and the and your teammates to be able to take those home. Keep them at your hometown tournament, and I'm sure you plan on going next year.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay. Well, congratulations so much at the Destin Open and also all of your wins at Pan Am's. And just enjoy the rest of the night show. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and congratulations. Hope to have you on the show again. Awesome.
Thank you, ma'am.